So many people, including myself, have reached points in our fitness journeys where we question, why is this taking so long? Is this working? Am I really doing anything? Is this really possible, or have I been fooling myself? And as someone who preaches on and on about the fact that everything is possible, even I have questioned if I could reach my goals. And even I have questioned if I could reach my goals with ease. And so from mid-July of the year 2021 through May of 2022, I set out to demonstrate that a person can just follow their natural cravings to fat loss. And in recent years, I'd gained about 20 pounds of fat and I was ready to get rid of it. But I didn't want to just do the same old cut that utterly sucked. I didn't just want to do the same old cut that made me feel like I was sacrificing or passing up enjoyable food and drink and passing on lifestyle in exchange for a chiseled body. So I set a criteria. This must work. This must be fun. I must enjoy what I eat. I must never feel like I am missing out. And therefore, I must satisfy all cravings. And I gave myself a 10-month time period, and it worked. I dropped 20 pounds and reached the leanest condition my body has ever been in. But unlike past experiences, this time I kept the body, and I kept the body with ease. Months later, still ripped as I was at the end of that 10-month period. And it's easy. I eat whatever I want, and what I want to eat is a mix of lean proteins and lots of vegetables. But I also still eat the cookies, the potato chips, the pizzas, and the burgers. I wanted to demonstrate for myself and for the people around me that you can create a chiseled body by having fun and by satisfying all cravings. And I wanted to demonstrate that once you got the body, you could keep it. And I was successful. But I didn't always feel so confident that I would reach my outcome with ease. And there were several nights where I took note of the amount of time that had passed without me seeing a meaningful change in the mirror and without seeing a meaningful drop in the scale. And so I asked over and over, is this really going to work? And so I would tell myself yes, not because I fully believed it, but because this is a story that I'm very familiar with. A person sets out to do something amazing. It takes longer than expected and they lose faith. And they're about to give up, but for some reason they opt to keep going. Day in, day out, they question if it's working. But day in, day out, they opt to just keep going. And then one day the outcome arrives and they're extremely happy that they never gave up. So I've heard stories like that time and time again. And I like those stories, and I wanted a similar story of my own. And so at 6 months into this fat loss plan, I hadn't really seen any meaningful changes. I had been satisfying all cravings. I had been hitting the gym more, and I was eating a mix of lean proteins and vegetables, but I was also enjoying the wine, the chips, and the cookies. And at this point, I began to wonder if I needed to just go back to a traditional cut where I would sacrifice and give things up. But the thought of abandoning a mission like this was awful. We all want great health and fitness, and we all enjoy that chiseled body, and we all want to create that body without killing ourselves. So I couldn't just give up on this, and I didn't. So I continued to follow my cravings, and about a month later, my cravings shifted dramatically. I had been doing state of mind work. Make yourself feel like the successful person that has your outcome. So the state of mind work for me was to come to believe that I was successful already, sexy already, and cut like a motherfucker already. And no, you don't have to lie to yourself and say that the fat is gone when it's really still there. Instead, you just get better at appreciating your body as it is today. That's the challenge. That's the state of mind work. Feel great about your body as it is right now, and your cravings shift. So you more so crave foods that support your fat loss. In my experience, when I had my state of mind shift, my cravings for about 6 weeks, mostly those cravings were for chicken breast, rice, and water. And in about 6 weeks, I dropped 10 pounds of fat. And then after 6 weeks, the cravings for alcohol and cookies returned, and I still maintained that all cravings must be satisfied. So to this day, I still eat and drink those things, but my cravings are such that I desire the vegetables. I desire the lean meat, so much so that there is a proper balance and my body continues to improve. All the while, I feel fully satisfied because I satisfy all cravings, even the ones for junk food. So it all worked, and that's truly amazing. The point of this video is that when you do these incredible things, there tends to be a period of time when we consistently question if we're really making progress. The answer is always yes, you're making progress. But here's the thing. Much of the progress that you make, at first, it's not visible. You cannot see it with your eyes. I gave myself 10 months to create a major change in my body. And 6 months in, I had not seen very much of a physical change. But what did change was my state of mind, and that was key. State of mind is what made me crave foods that support my fitness goals. And so I could not see my state of mind. I could not measure my state of mind on a scale. So it was harder to know if I was doing anything. And all the while, the most important thing was happening. I was improving my state of mind. So the progress initially wasn't about seeing a physical change. The progress was about appreciating my body, even with the extra body fat. And so the progress was me making myself feel like I was hot as heck in my present body. When that happened, something clicked, and I remember that day vividly. I just felt stinking hot, and suddenly I didn't need alcohol or chips or cookies for a heightened feeling of satisfaction. I had my own state of mind, which was habitually satisfied and just proud of my body. I could feel the change. It was confidence. It was self-belief. And once that clicked, everything quickly fell into place. And so again, the point of this video is to assure you that if you've been working at this for a long time, but you haven't seen the results that you want to see, just remember that this is absolutely something that, yes, you can do. And you should absolutely keep going. Find that next level satisfaction with your body first. Then you get to see the physical changes. So if you're dropping body fat, for example, think about how you're going to feel when you drop the body fat. Know that this is how you want to make yourself feel right now. And you do that by appreciating everything that's going well with your body right now. The same goes for muscle gain. The same goes if you're suffering from chronic ailments. Ask this very powerful question. How will I feel when I succeed at this? And what can I focus on right now so that I create that feeling right now? That's the golden key. State of mind, satisfaction with your body today. That will do it. Progress isn't always visible to the eye, but it is always taking place. And you're always progressing, and you can feel secure in that knowledge. Sending good vibes.